Hi everyone. In this portfolio, I chose the Surfers Paradise in Gold Coast as an example to discuss the connection and disconnection of infrastructures, mobility, and places. The Gold Coast is a coastal city and located in the Australian state of Queensland. The Surfers Paradise, which highlighted with a purple star on the map, is a coastal suburb on the Gold Coast. It covers an area of 6.2 kilometers square. For the history of the Surfer Paradise, in the early days, it was called Eltham. The name was officially changed to Surfers Paradise on the 1st of December 1933. The tourism industry grew in the 1950s, induced the boom of the development in this area. The first high-rise building, Kinkaboo, in Surfers Paradise, was built in 1959. In the next few decades, many tall apartment buildings were built. The dramatic development has resulted in the rapid increase of economy in this area. Nowadays, the Surfers Paradise is the entertainment and tourism center of the Gold Coast. Now move on to the infrastructure, mobility, and the place in this area. I will focus on Caviar Avenue as an example. The Caviar Avenue is the focal point for Surfers Paradise, and it extends to the Esplanade, to the famous Surfers Paradise sign, and it passes through many restaurants, shops, and nightclubs. Additionally, Caviar Avenue is overflowing with creativity because there is a rich blend of culture, music, and art. Moreover, Caviar Avenue has excellent connections to the surrounding shopping centers and tourist attractions, as you can see in Figure 5, and it can be considered as an interchange that connects many other main roads in the Surfer Paradise. So these two maps show the public transport network. There are plenty of bus routes along the coastal roads. Additionally, interchange buses are available at some major light rail stations, and most bus routes pass through the main tourist attractions of Surfers Paradise. The light rail helps approximately 40,000 workers to commute from the areas of Southport, Surfers Paradise, and Broadbeach, and it is resulting in 75,000 cars coming off the coastal strip and reducing greenhouse gas emission every year. But there is a lack of light rail direct to the airport. Some buses are only available on weekdays, and the service of public transport is cashless. That may kind inconvenient for the tourists. Moreover, the public transport does not connect nicely to the western part of the city. Most of the public transport is from the north to the south, as shown on the map. Now I will use Q1 observation deck as an example in the Surfer Paradise to further explain. The Sky Point is one of the tallest residential buildings in the world, and it is the only beachside observation deck in Australia. Image 1 indicates there are many restaurants and shops near the Sky Point that are very convenient for the tourists and residents. Additionally, the nearest park to the Sky Point only takes 2 minutes walk, and 3 parks are close to this building. Moreover, 3 schools and 1 learning center both are with walking distance. This may be convenient for students or kids who are interested in study. Furthermore, the light rail is next to the Sky Point. The church and community center are also within walking distance. Only about 6 minutes walk to reach Caviar Avenue, and there are full of shops and restaurants along the street. Image 6 shows the public transport to the nearest university, the Griffith University, and it's about 25 minutes by bus or light rail. Now I'm going to talk about the connection to the other areas of the Gold Coast. For example, Bondi, which is the best suburb, only requires 5 minutes drive from Surfers Paradise, but takes about 40 minutes by bus, and there is no light rail in this area. Another example is Movieland. It takes 20 minutes by car from Surfers Paradise. When taking public transport, it takes about 1 hour and 30 minutes. That costs almost 5 times time than the driving. Therefore, there is a big time difference between public transport and driving that causes a big disconnection with other areas of the Gold Coast. And it also indicates the west to east and the remote areas public transport on the Gold Coast city is particularly weak. What makes Surfers Paradise more livable? It is close to the beautiful beach and a rich blend of music, art, and culture. Also, it has more convenient public transport, vibrant public spaces than other suburbs. In addition, this area is a high density with lots of clubs, restaurants, and shops. However, some disadvantages make this area less livable. Firstly, the house and the rental price in here are higher than the Queensland median house price. Secondly, during the tourism season, alcohol-related violence and injuries are higher than other suburbs. Because of development and the prosperity of tourism, it not only brings pollution to the air and the ocean, noisy pollution in the city also can be considered as a serious issue. Moreover, the Gold Coast city is more livable than other cities due to the development of tourism industry, brings stable economic growth. Also, it is a safe place with a good natural and educational environment. It contains rich heritage resources as well. And additionally, it is a creative city. For the change in the livability of Gold Coast over time, I will use employability as an example. Figure 10 shows the employment status of Surfers Paradise. As we can see, the unemployment rate has decreased and the employment rate has increased. The number of the labor force is increased as well. Therefore, the increase in employability reflects the city is becoming more livable. Lastly, I want to explain a future plan in Gold Coast, the construction of Stage 3 of Gold Coast Light Rail. It will deliver a 6.7 kilometers extension south of the existing tram network. It will link the Helensville to Burleigh Heath and providing 8 additional stations. It will bring many benefits to the Gold Coast, such as reduced travel times, increased capacity, and contribute to the economy. And that's it for the presentation. This is a reference list. And thank you for your listening.